Well, I mean, I think the biggest thing with multiple lines is that when somebody owns something, you know, they normally are proud of it because they, you know, they made the investment and they researched it. But when they come in for a part, they expect you to have it. And when you're covering so many lines, a lot of times you're not going to have it. And you have to balance what you should have and what you shouldn't have. So that's probably the hardest part of my job is trying to figure out what we should have for that customer and what isn't really necessary that we can get in a few days. And so I find that to be the most difficult thing, is because, you know, ultimately I want to have everything they come in for, but it's not cost effective. You just can't do that. You know, we won't be in business if we do that. And so, you know, they're not always going to understand that, but, you know, you try and get them what they need with having the volume of the stores. It's nice because, you know, we can say, well, we have it in our sister location and we can get it for you tomorrow or what have you. But the balancing act of having the part right before they need it, you know, if I could do that, I'd be a millionaire. And so that's the struggle of trying to get it. It's also, every parts book is different. Every vendor has a different way of looking at it. And so the parts people and myself have to go in and learn how this one has done it and try and, you know, not make a mistake on getting the part in wrong or sending a customer home with one. So we've got the Vinmar drawers, and we spent a lot of time organizing them. If a customer comes in with an O-ring, and I can grab that O-ring, go to the drawer, whip it open, and they're all in there by size. I can pick it out, get it matched up, and get it out the door. We have seals. All the outsides of the drawers are listed. Our switches are in one drawer. Our wire ends are in another. Our wires are in another place. Things are in order. In other words, we've got our bearings here. The flanges that go with it are right up above, so that we aren't running over there, and then over there, and over there, and over there. All that takes time. So common items are linked together, so we can just go to the bearing, the flange, and then get the customer out the door. Because when it's busy, you just don't have time to be wasting time. You got to get the next guy going so you can answer that phone that they've called out a couple times. And, you know, every time you don't get that phone as a potential customer, you've lost. You can't have that. It's not acceptable. So we do organizing every winter, and we change things every winter. We go through and we say, well, we did this last year, but it would be better if it's over here, and we do it. We get it moved. Labeling the shelves, we do all winter long. So we try and organize all winter long, and I've got a guy, Chris, that is very good at it, and he will organize most of it. Everybody's doing it, but he kind of leads it and says, I want this here, that there. And we discuss things. If I'm not quite liking what he wants, then we'll discuss it and come up with something. But, you know, a lot of times I'll go his way because he's doing it, and he's explained it to me that it probably will work that way.